Hey, yo, what's game on players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden 26 franchise mode. And as you can see, we are back with another episode of this Madden 26 series. And we are also in the second out of the 4 o'clock scheduled games here in week number 2. And this game right here should be intense. You got the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Now, mind you, both of these teams both suffered defeats in week 1. However, it was just only the first game. Every team so far is still trying to get used to everything, but here are the stats for both teams going into this week 2 matchup. We're going to really see which offense could really get things going, because both teams, once they started to fall behind, it was a bit too difficult for them to catch back up. So now both teams are looking for a bounce back. If you haven't seen the rest of the games in week 2 as of right now, be sure to go check those games out. So therefore you guys will not miss out on any of the action up to this point, because it's been a crazy week 2 of play. And it's like I said before, it's been a lot of intention so far in this series, but for week 2 most definitely, it has definitely been intense. So let's head down to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indy. Man, it's going to be a very hype atmosphere down there in Indianapolis, Indiana. But we're going to see which team is going to get their first win of the series. Broncos and the Colts from Indianapolis. Let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil, as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. These guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start.
Alright, so both teams are ready to go. So we're going to see Anthony Richardson and company starting with the ball. Now, Anthony Richardson, he had a very rough week 1. It was very rough. He threw 5 picks. Remember that. He threw 5 picks. What will he do in week 2? Can he bounce back after that tough week 1? The Broncos are also trying to bounce back, but one team can get their first win. We're underway from Indianapolis. Here comes Herbert, bringing this one up to right about the 25-yard line. And out comes Anthony Richardson.
And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Jonathan Taylor, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, losing a yard. And it's 2nd and 11.
The game's first play, 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Cougar 19.
They go play action with Richardson.
They actually faked, and Richardson throws that one off target, incomplete, intended for Brandon Green.
Mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now
Richardson looking to pass, and this one is caught by Jonathan Taylor, and he's got all the room in front of him. And he's brought down to the 46, picking up a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Richardson off the play fake.
Richardson off play action, letting this one go, and he overthrew it. But I mean, did you see the separation though?
They were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is.
There was a lot of separation there. The 2nd and 10. Richardson letting it go again, and this time Coleman's got it. Touchdown Indianapolis as they strike first in a must-win situation.
Second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
All right, so here's the extra point. And it is up and good, and the Colts, in a must-win situation, start 7-0.
That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
But regardless of the fact, both teams are in a must-win situation. Just thinking about it, both teams are in a must-win situation, since both teams dropped their first game of the season.
Team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this one's sent away, and Harvey is not going to return this one. So we get to see Denver's offense for the first time. And here comes Bo Nix.
Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First down. Here's a run by J.J. Newton for a gain of about 4 on the first play from scrimmage.
You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit will be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and
Nix looking to pass with a flag down as Bo Nix is going to take off with it. He's got a first down, but it looks like this one looks to be coming back. A holding against Denver.
For the penalty there, that cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Off the bootleg.
The action fake, and Nix is going to be sacked. The Colts sack him.
5-yard line, it's a sack. JT Tuimoloau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Nix throwing out of his end zone. This one's caught to LaMarcus Cook, but he's going to be well short of the first down. It's 4th down.
Figured when he caught it that short of the marker, did the defense almost relax and said, we got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So the Broncos are going to punt this one away. And this one's sent out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Anthony Richardson and company will take over.
The Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they
First down. Up the middle goes Jonathan Taylor for a 4-yard pickup.
Totally in sync. Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Jonathan Taylor only picks up a yard. However, it brings up 3rd down.
I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
3rd down. Richardson throwing, and it's caught by Brandon Green. But a penalty marker was thrown, and it looks like this one looks to be coming back. And it's against Indianapolis.
On the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Richardson out of the shotgun.
3rd down, and Coleman is wide open. And he's going to be brought down to the 34. First down, Indianapolis.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting.
I don't know what Denver was doing, but I don't know how Coleman got wide open like that. Miscommunication defensively.
Never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
First down, and Jonathan Taylor gets pushed backwards. A loss of 2.
Behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and 12 coming up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Richardson with a flag down finds Coleman once again. And he's brought down. This one looks to be coming back. It's against Indianapolis.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Play action.
Play action fake. Oh, and that one was thrown a bit too high. Luckily, that one was deflected. It's 3rd down now.
That incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure.
Richardson back to throw. Oh, and Coleman with another reception. He's cooking early on. He's got another first down to the 22. And that will also end the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Second quarter set to start from Indy. The Colts have it. They've got a 1st and 10, getting close to the red zone. And now here's Jonathan Taylor up the middle, breaking tackles, and he is down to the 9. 1st and goal for Indianapolis.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with the verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have...
1st and goal, toss out right, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down to the 4.
If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Ready,
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
let's go now.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Now it's Richardson.
Richardson with the blitz coming. It's dropped.
Incomplete.
And I'm pretty sure he was looking for Coleman again, but he could not hold on.
Have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Richardson.
3rd and goal, and Richardson finds Jonathan Taylor, and he gets blown up.
Here losing yardage to the 9. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards.
A loss of 5,
That's going to make it 4th down.
and now 4th down.
We saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if
Here comes the field goal attempt, and this one is right down the middle and good. 10-0 Indianapolis.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So here's Christopher George to kick this one off. And Mims is not going to return this one. That will be a touchback. So here comes Denver.
Second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. Up the middle goes Newton for a 2-yard pickup to the 22.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. One play action, here's Nix. Flush to his
Nix
right.
on the move. This one's caught for the 1st down. Cortland Sutton. And he is brought down to the 39. And that's a 1st down for Denver.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Newton up the middle. A gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Nix.
Nix looking to throw. This one's caught by Newton, but that one was read beautifully by the Colts defense.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's
A loss of 4. But now here comes a 3rd and 11.
Because all you're ever taught is is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Nick with a flag down. He's going to let this one fly. And that one's incomplete. Intended for Cortland Sutton with a penalty marker down as well.
Let's check in with our referee.
And it's holding against Denver. But the Colts are going to go ahead and decline that one because it was an incompletion anyway.
Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Kershaw will send it away, and Herbert is not going to return it. They're going to down this one at the 8.
Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
First down from the 8. Here's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 21. First down, Indy.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards there. And it also reaches the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
First down here, wide open. It's Pittman. And he's down at the 34. First down, Indy.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now here's Jonathan Taylor, and he gets blown up.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So the Colts, they're going to hurry to the line of scrimmage, and Richardson's going to take off. Look at the open room. And he's out of bounds at the 42. Another first down for Indy.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Richardson again. And this time he throws that one out of bounds.
He just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. Now
Richardson looking again. And he's going to throw it away.
To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Cougar 19.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Richardson, look at deep. And it's batted away. Intended for Brandon Green.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 4th down, and the punting unit is out for Indy. And a fair catch is made by Cook. So the Broncos, they're set to take over.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Nicks to the air.
Nicks throwing over the middle. It was almost picked.
Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure why that pass was thrown bad, but it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Nicks.
Nicks throwing here, and there's Cook. And a timeout immediately called by Denver.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll go play action with Nix.
Nix looking around, and he's going to take off with it. And he'll slide to a stop at the 29, but that is enough for a first.
Throwing Nix.
Nix looking a second time. He's going to take off again. There goes Bo Nix. He's out of bounds, but a penalty marker was thrown as well, so this one looks to be coming back, and it will come back. It's against Denver.
But that all gets wiped out with a penalty. Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw is Nix.
Nix looking, and Cortland Sutton gets open. There goes Cortland Sutton, past midfield, and down at the 47.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it
34 yards that time. And Denver,
this offense,
they're getting close to field goal range almost.
Nix from the shotgun.
Nix throwing here. Here is Newton.
That's Newton.
And he's going to be down
For 7 yards.
for a gain of 7.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play.
Second and 3. Here's Newton up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 34. And the Broncos used that last timeout, which most likely just put them in position for a possible field goal to end the half. Because they will get the second half kickoff.
It's the field goal unit to see about
But,
getting 3 points.
but Charles Johnson is out to try to put them on the board. And he has got it. So we end the first half with the Colts leading 10-3.
Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
All right, we're set for the second half. So far, it's looking like it was a low-scoring first half. Only 10-3.
It'll be the Broncos getting the
But the Broncos are set to get the second half kick. They trail by a touchdown, as they'll be looking to try to tie things up.
The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing.
Play action fake. Bo Nix can't connect with Evan Ingram. Second down.
Optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake.
Play action fake. Nix throws quickly, and here's Mims. And he's going to be brought down at the 36. That's a Denver first down.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the.
Here comes the blitz, and Nix with nowhere to throw, nowhere to go. He's sacked.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats,
Another play
that's the
fake.
end result.
Knicks looking deep into the end zone. It's caught by Cook. Touchdown Denver.
A big play there. 44 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You have seen a lot of big-time plays in these big-time moments, and it's been insane. LaMarcus Cook now with his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos even this one up at 10.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
So here's Charles Johnson now. He'll kick it off. And here comes Gold. As the tackle is made at the 26-yard line. So here comes Indianapolis' offense. With the game all knotted up.
Last touchdown we just saw, Charles. We got ourselves some brand new ball game.
Let's see what goes down.
The third as they have their first possession of this second half.
First down up the middle, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down to the 41. First down, Indy.
They score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe.
First down here as Richardson gets rid of that one. It's incomplete.
Always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Richardson looking to throw with a flag down, and that one is deflected.
Knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
And it's coming back. It's on Indy.
Some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And Richardson with nowhere to throw, he's sacked.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
A 12-yard loss that time.
A better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually,
Richardson throws here. If this one is caught by Jonathan Taylor, look at all the room in front of him. Breaking a tackle. Jonathan Taylor. How about this? He takes it to the end zone.
Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here again to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's the extra point. Man, what a play that was. Extra point is good, and the Colts take the lead right back, 17-10. But what a play. I don't know how they did that, but they read that blitz. And they made the Broncos pay for bringing that blitz.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this one's not going to be returned. That one's going to go into the end zone. So here comes Indianapolis. Here come the Broncos offense. But the Colts defense, they're looking to get a stop defensively to try to keep this lead.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
First down, and Newton gets blown up quickly. Losing 3, 2nd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw, here's Nix.
Nix looking, and Nix is going to go down. Josh Webster gets the sack. And now it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be
Nix looking to throw here. This one is caught by Newton. And J.J. Newton taking off. Are you kidding me? J.J. Newton inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown Denver. Are you kidding me?
92 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes. And you.
So here's the extra point.
So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Man, oh man. How about this? Extra point is good by Johnson, and we are tied again. How about that? Both teams making each other pay for bringing the blitz. Wow.
The score.
So Johnson now set to kick it away. And here comes Gold. And he's going to be brought down to right about the 28.
Now as they get set to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
So Anthony Richardson. So far, he's done great. He's got 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. He has definitely done better, but he's looking to continue it. Here's Jonathan Taylor, and there he goes. Jonathan Taylor with room, and he is down at the 44 in the Denver territory.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
First down here. Another run by Jonathan Taylor. Up the middle again. And he is down to the 28. He's continuing to pile up those yardage. And now Indy's they're starting to do something now. Jonathan Taylor's starting to get into a rhythm. Richardson off play action. He's going to take off. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 20, but unfortunately this one is going to be coming back. It's a hold.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Richardson looking to throw.
Richardson looking to throw, and it's picked off. It's intercepted by Devin Garland. But a penalty marker down, and I don't think that interception is going to stand. It's against Denver.
Wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They go play action with Richardson.
Play action fake, and Richardson connects here with Josh Downs, and another penalty marker thrown. This one looks to be coming back. And it's against Indianapolis.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Richardson throwing here. Here's Brandon Green. The catch is made, and he's brought down inside the 20.
Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Second and 7.
Second and 7. Up the middle goes Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down with another first down to the 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboys.
First down again. Here's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be tackled at the 6 after a gain of 6.
The first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
68, 19, 5, 4, 17. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Here's
Richardson, end zone, wide open. Brandon Green. It's a Colts touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
So the Colts have retaken the lead with 8 seconds left in the 3rd. But man, this has been a crazy game. 24-17 Indianapolis.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
We can definitely say now that Anthony Richardson has done better
The kickoff unit is out
after throwing the 5 interceptions in week 1. The coach must have said something to him before the game, and he has definitely made sure that he got things together.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
Here is J.J. Newton, and he's not going to go anywhere. Tackled behind the line, and it also brings the end to the 3rd quarter. And guess what? We've got ourselves another one-possession game. But this time, it's in Indy. 24-17 right now, heading into the 4th.
On both sides right now. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Who is ready for some 4th quarter time? It's been lots of drama here in week 2. It looks like we have some more. Here's Cook on the grab here from Bo Nix. A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun,
Nix throws quickly. It's caught. It's LaMarcus Cook again. And he is down at the 46.
It will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
And here's Newton here, and he gets rocked. And I mean rocked. A 2-yard loss that time. 2nd and 12.
Question coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw.
Nix looking. There's the blitz. He's sacked.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued
Nix throwing, overthrew it.
Defensively searching for sack number 5.
Intended for LaMarcus Cook. And it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And the punt
4th
team
down, and now the punting team is out for Denver. This one will not be returned. It will be a touchback.
into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
On the ready.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go.
1st down. Here is Jonathan Taylor. And he is tackled at the 25. He gained 5. And he just put himself over the 100-yard mark.
consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 5. Back to Jonathan Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor, he is starting to cook. He is down at the 40.
22 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense.
1st down. Back to Jonathan Taylor. Breaking 1 tackle. Before taking a big-time hit. But this one looks to be coming back.
So a nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
1st down. Here's Herbert. And he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there.
2nd and 9 coming up.
So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Richardson throwing. Oh, it's dropped. Brandon Green was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to
Richardson. And that one's dropped again. Back-to-back incompletions. Looking for DJ Coleman.
The football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to
So
me
Christopher George will punt this one away.
you know, he's one of those tough guys.
And here comes LaMarcus Cook. And he'll bring this one up to the 28. So this is a big-time possession for Denver. Down by a touchdown. They've got all 3 timeouts, and they've got the 2-minute warning in play. So this is a must score for Denver, and it's not going to start there as it's incomplete. And it's holding against Denver. Not a way to start the possession.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Operating from the gun.
Nix on the move. Letting it go. Downfield. He overthrew it.
Incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and long.
Back to throw.
Here comes the blitz as Nix finds Newton, and that was going to go in the wrong direction.
Lose yardage here. We've got a 1-score game with 2 minutes remaining. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's
3rd and long. A big time play incoming. Here's Newton on the reception, and Newton breaking through, and he is brought down at the 42. A big time play for Denver.
That shortens the field considerably, and now they're on the move.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Nick looking again. And oh, it's a fumble into the end zone. And that is a safety. Wow. The worst times for that to happen. That is what happens when the pressure is being brought to your quarterback over and over. Now, surprisingly, the Colts are going to start at their own 2.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
First down. Here's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 3. And Denver uses its first timeout.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd and 10. Another run by Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down to the 17 with an Indy first down. And that possibly just sealed the game right there.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So Richardson and company will go down to a knee. And with that, this one is done. The Indianapolis Colts, talk about guts. I mean, they did everything in their arsenal to bounce back from that week 1 loss, and they are going to get the job done, winning 26-17 over Denver, as the Broncos drop to 0-2 in the most devastating ways possible, giving up 2 points at the end, and that is really what sealed their fate.
Spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Colts, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, I can just say this game was definitely close, but it's like I said, Denver, the way this game finished, it's like the Broncos just couldn't protect their quarterback towards the end of the game, because Bo Nix was trying to drive for a possible game-tying touchdown, but honestly, that last possession for the Broncos was pure disaster. But we can definitely say Anthony Richardson did bounce back from throwing 5 interceptions in week 1. But how about Jonathan Taylor, though? He put on a performance of his career. Over 100 yards rushing, over 100 yards receiving. I mean, everything went well for him. I mean, everything went well for them. But in the end, the Indianapolis Colts are in the win column. So at least they get to hold their hats on that. They split their first 2 home games to start their season. And unfortunately for Denver, they will drop to now 0-2. Now, I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it once again. Teams that start 0-2 usually never makes the postseason. But with Denver starting 0-2, now week 3 they'll be in a definitely must-win situation when they head to SoFi Stadium to take on the Chargers in a divisional matchup in the AFC West. But with that as well, we are down to just one 4 o'clock scheduled game remaining, and in the next episode, it's gonna be a good one. If you enjoyed this game, go ahead and drop a like on it, and don't forget to comment as well what you think of these games. I mean, just by thinking about it, it's like these games have been super intense since the series has started. But if you guys are ready for the next episode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well so you will not miss another game in this Madden series. The next episode is going to be lit. We've got ourselves a Super Bowl rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs as they host the reigning champion Philadelphia Eagles. It's gonna be a battle in Arrowhead.